Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today's Saturday, the 24th of July. Today's part four of our or of my Dollar Tree Wave for July pickup. It's mostly consisting of DVDs again this morning, as usual. Not complaining, just kind of stating fact. In my area, we don't tend to get a lot of Blu-ray. Let's get started. Right off the top here is a movie starring Barry Corbin, Lance Henriksen, Dominique Swain. It says it's a Robert Conway film. In this town, there are no good guys, and it's called Eminence Hill. It's not rated. 5.1 and 2.0 stereo. It's from Matchstick Movies. I've never heard of that company, by the way. 100 minutes on this running time. It's written and directed by Robert Conway. It has about 3 to 4 bonus features on this movie. A notorious outlaw and his gang come upon a small homestead, killing both husband and wife and kidnapping their teenage daughter, with the law closing in on them. And after losing their way, the bandits find themselves in the town of Eminence Hill, a community run by a group of deeply pious and fanatical homesteaders. And about Lance Henriksen in this, I haven't seen him in a Western since the movie with Sharon Stone, Quick and the Dead. He was also in that as well. Pretty cool to see him in a Western. It's widescreen presented. I'm not sure if he's been in anything prior or after Quick and the Dead for a Western, but this is the first thing I've seen since, he made that movie. But the budget looks kinda, I do like it as Barry Corbin for sure, and Dominique Swain too as well. But I don't know, just something about the budget just looks like a lot cheaper than what we're used to seeing from our friend Lance here. I don't know. I just wish he could be in more mainstream stuff because he's such a well respected actor. I know you have to do what you have to do, but that's Eminence Hill. And then I got He Knows You've Been Naughty, Krampus The Reckoning. I want to say it was either this or Mother Krampus that was in the horror pack. I want to say Mother Krampus. But I think I might have gotten this before too. I'm not sure. It's from Uncorked Entertainment from 2015. As making a video and audio commentary. It says you better be good. Zoe is a strange little girl with a not so imaginary friend, the Krampus, who is the dark companion of kindly old Saint Nicholas. The Krampus has been unleashed upon a small town, and the legendary demon will seek out all the naughty people to punish them at Christmas time. No one is safe as the Krampus hunts them down, tortures them, and then drags their helpless souls to the depths of hell. It's widescreen presented on this one. It's listed as horror as well, and 2.0 soundtrack. 89 minutes on this as well. And this too was written and directed by Robert Conway. So, got two Robert Conways here with Eminence Hill and Krampus The Reckoning. So, he's directed two of these that I've showed so far. And then I picked up Antrum, the deadliest film ever made. Watch it if you dare. This is a Uncorked Entertainment as well. Clocks in at 94 minutes. 178 by 1. A 5.1 and 2.0 soundtrack. Directed by Michael Licini and David Amito. Rumored to have been lost, Antrum appears as a cursed film from the 70s. Viewers are warned to proceed with caution. It's said to be a story about a young boy and a girl who went through the forest to save the soul of their recently deceased pet. Their journey to the Antrum the very spot the devil landed after being cast out of heaven. There, the children began to dig a hole to hell. So, I don't know if it's trying to be like, kind of a little bit like Pet Cemetery in a way. Except this case, instead of it being is it the Micmac Indian ground? I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Or I couldn't understand Fred Gwynn too good when he said that. Kind of sounded like he said Micmac Indian ground, burial ground, but or did he say Nick? I don't think he would have said Knickknack, but that's what it sounded like in the movie. But I think you know what I mean. You know, the burial ground. It sounds like that's what can go on in this one as well. Downright creepy, unnerving. Says it's listed as disturbing at times. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is on this one. But it sounds pretty interesting as well, and that's Antrum. And then I picked up this, I don't know if it's must be like an anthology that consists of 8 films, little short films. James Wright, Clara Kovovich, I think that's how it's pronounced. Kovacic. I'm sure if that's how it's pronounced. Camilo Levine. 8 terrifying tales to haunt your dreams. A night of horror. Nightmare Radio. This too is another Uncorked. At this point, there's a lot of Uncorked in this one this morning. I didn't even realize there was this much Uncorked. So far in this video, Uncorked's ruling the day, if you will. 105 minutes on this one. A little long for, well, not really long for an anthology, but a little long for a horror film, per se. You know, based on typical fare. 235 by 1 widescreen presented, 5.1 and 2.0 stereo. Are calling it the Anthology of the Year. Rod leads a very popular radio show dedicated to horror. One day the show begins to receive strange calls from a child who desperately asks for help. At first they all think it's a sick joke until they discover that this is not the case. These calls hide a dark and deadly secret. It's saying it's directed by Nicholas Onetti, Luciano Onetti, Jason Bognacki, Joshua Long, Adam O'Brien, Matt Richards, Sergio Marcillo, AJ Bryans, Pablo S. Pastor, and Oliver Park. So, quite a few people, directors, collaborated on the making of A Night of Horror. So, pretty interesting movie. Anthology. That's right up my alley. Kind of sounds a little bit like VHS out of a radio station. And then I picked up It Wasn't Supposed to Exist. Abominable. And once again, my friends, it's another Uncorked Entertainment. 72 minutes on this one. 5.1 and 2.0. Widescreen presented with the 235 by 1 ratio. A research team embarks on a journey to obtain a plant that can advance medical research by centuries. While stumbling upon the clues of the previous expedition, they discover that a Yeti creature lurks within the Himalayan mountains and it will do anything to protect its terrain. And that's abominable. Can't ever have enough of these Bigfoot-like movies for me. I love the lore of Bigfoot. Getting a really bad scent right now of a skunk that must have wet outside of our house, and it's going through our air conditioners, and it just seems like we're running one big pet zoo with nothing but skunks right now. It really reeks. I don't know if you've ever had a skunk be near your house, but it really smells really bad. I mean, obviously that's their defense mechanism, but when I get that scent in my like nasal passages, it like gives me a major headache. Like right now, I got this like pounding headache just from smelling uh, the urine from the skunk. It's that time of year though, because it's like it's really warm at night, and outside it's like people are out. My ring last night, I think it's there was somebody out walking around at like 1:30 in the morning, and it's like, guys, why aren't you home sleeping? I get it, it's summer, but most people be sleeping at 1:32 in the morning. You know, it's like, I mean, I'm up early because I have to be, kind of, because I have to get my day in gear, but I don't go outside and make a bunch of noise and walk around. I don't know. It just seems like someone's up to no good when they're out that time of night, you know? But let's get back on track to the video here. Got a movie starring Josh Stewart, Agnes Bruckner, and A.J. Cook. This looks really interesting here. Back Fork and An Unbearable Tragedy, A Path to Redemption. They're calling it the best drama of the year. This is an Uncorked as well. Basically, I'm not going to go into reading each and every one because that would be really time consuming, but maybe I'll read this one and then kind of lay off some future ones. Once hardworking family man Waylon now struggles to hold his life together after an unbearable tragedy. He and his wife go through the emotions of life, but all the suffering pushes Waylon to a dependency on pills and the destructive lifestyle addictions what it leads to. It's in that dark place that he decides to face his demons and find a path to redemption that threatens to destroy his fragile family. So, the family in crisis, if you will. Battling addiction and things like that. Sounds really cool, though. I like stuff like that from time to time if it's well done. You know, this looks no different. I really like Josh Stewart. He's a good actor. That's Back Fork. Once again, like I said, it's an Uncorked Entertainment as well. And then I got Monolith, the safest car ever conceived is now the ultimate death trap. Solid suspense movie. So I don't know if this is like the movie from the 70s, The Car. Very much has that vibe to it. Like this lady battles this mysterious car throughout. Well, I'm not going to lie, another Uncorked Entertainment. At this point, it's becoming a parody video this morning. Like, it just keeps saying, show Uncorked. 85 minutes on this one, 2.0 in a 5.1 stereo setup here on this disc. 85 minutes. Not seeing a director. Let's see. I don't know if they're trying to say Lorenzo Fasci is the director. Not really sure. This is from 2016, according to the back. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that, but the music was done by Diego Buongiorno. Buongiorno. A little tough name there for me. Did pretty good with it, considering. Okay, the director was Ivan Silvestrini. Sounds really cool, though, and that's Monolith. Basically, it's about a, I don't know, it's like a mystery SUV that's riding around in the desert on this girl named Sandra. I don't know, she's locked in the car at one point and manages to get out. But that's Monolith. Never heard of that one. And then next up is Blood Moon. And this night the blood will flow. Surprisingly great monster movie. And another Uncorked. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it at this point. Widescreen presented. 2.0 and 5.1 stereo. Just getting to be kind of funny at this point. It's good though. I love Uncorked. I didn't realize I'm getting quite the Uncorked collection in this video, and for the library as well. Basically, it's about a deserted mining town, and I'm guessing there's a werewolf of sorts in this. Pretty much go from there. I don't know if it kills each, like, mining, employee or whatever. Anybody gets close to the mine, I have no idea. That's Blood Moon. 85 minutes on it, and it's widescreen presented with a 2.0 and 5.1 soundtrack for the DVD. That's Blood Moon. And then this next one, I heard about this in another video. Stars Ethan Hawke, Naomi Rapace, and Mark Strong. It's called Stockholm, based on an absurd but true story. I heard in another video this was actually a Redbox exclusive, or it came directly to Redbox, and it actually hit DVD and was in this wave, which is really interesting because I don't know I think this might be the first time I've gotten possibly something from a Redbox kiosk, that's actually hit DVD that's showed up in the wave. There might be one or two more. Well, I can't remember any if there have been. It's 92 minutes, 239 by 1 widescreen presented, 5.1 and 2.0 stereo, and it's rated R. Let's see if there's written and directed by Robert Boudreau. I think that's what it says. Basically, this took place in 1973 about a bank heist. There's a hostage crisis in Stockholm that is documented in the New Yorker as the origin of the Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm focuses on a relationship developed between bank teller Bianca Lind and her captor, unhinged U.S. outlaw Kaj Hansen, or Ethan Hawke, as they try to escape together along with their partner in crime, Mark Strong. I want to say if it's Mark Strong there. It's Mark Strong that I'm thinking of. He's played in so many other TV shows. I'm not sure if it's who I think it is, but that's Stockholm. Looks really interesting. It was in quite a bit of the stores, so I mean, if you still want to get it, there's a good shot that it could still be in some of the stores because there were a number of them. And then I got a movie starring Vivica Fox and Daniel Baldwin. Crossbreed, This Is War. I'm calling it innovative sci-fi movie. Another Uncorked. 86 minutes on this one, a 2.0 and a 5.1 surround track or soundtrack. Well, you can call it a surround track, really, because that's basically 5.1 is surround, 2.0 is standard. In the near future, the President of the United States of America hires a team of military veterans to retrieve an alien bioweapon from a top-secret research facility orbiting the Earth. These highly trained mercenaries must infiltrate the space station and recover the deadly experimental alien cargo located on board. All is going according to the plan until the cargo escapes. And there's my trusty little friend that always pops up when I'm doing videos. I know you don't see it, like I say, but it does pop up, and I need to move the recorder over a little bit, but that's Crossbreed. Written and directed by Brandon Slagle. I think that's what it says. I don't know if he wrote it, but he definitely directed it. Yeah, he did write and direct it, along with Robert Thompson as a writer. Good to see Daniel Baldwin getting work as well. And then movie called Crying Wolf. Funny, gory, sexy, and above all, massively entertaining throughout. When the howling starts, the killing begins. I don't know if it's trying to go for the howling vibe on this one a little bit. And then I got, like I've said before, it is an Uncorked as well. It's also part of the Tirana Films and Great Dane Entertainment. I'm not kidding, that's the name of a company, Great Dane. Horror based, 91 minutes, widescreen presented, and is only presented with a 2.0 sound, if you will. Very select bonus features on this one. There are a lot of strange and weird goings on in this little village of Dennington. For centuries, a pack of werewolves have resided in the sleepy town. But when local girl Charlotte meets a particularly gruesome death, the town is descended upon by reporters, crazy detectives, and lunatic hunters desperate to get their story, solve the crime, and kill the beast. But these wolves are smart, very smart. That's Crying Wolf, and once again, more of our friends from Uncorked. And then I picked up Coven, practicing their craft, killing their prey. And I think this is definitely trying to copy like the craft. Just get that vibe from it. And I'm not even gonna say who it's from because at this point it's getting repetitive. We pretty much know who it's from. 178 by 1, 81 minutes, 5.1 and 2.0 stereo. Basically, it's about 500 graduate witches that come together to perform a ritual to invoke the ancient powers of the witch at Ashura. And I guess what they do is they conjure her up. And I don't know if things all go awry after that, but I'll let you paint the picture of what you think goes on. But that's Coven, very much like the craft. Probably not, as good as that one, obviously, but I've seen some people say they liked the craft back in the day, and then I see other people say, it's not all that, it's not all that in a bag of chips. This one looks kind of interesting, though. I like the pentagram that's kind of like put into the main title. I like that. It's pretty cool. I don't know what I think about the wings. That's probably going to look pretty fake, I'm guessing. But, and then I got Termination. Would You Survive? I think this is a sci-fi anthology from what I'm seeing, too. This is a high octane. Written and directed by Alice Nicolini. It's basically 6 short sci-fi stories about space, interdimensional threats, and murder told by storytellers all over the world. 86 minutes, 240 by 1 widescreen presented, and only comes available in 2.0. Let's get some other Hughes Pictures as well, in association with Cloudwalkers Entertainment. We don't know much other than it's about 6 short stories. That's Termination. I definitely think it's trying to go for the Terminator vibe a little bit here, maybe mixed with a little bit, possibly with like a Blade Runner kind of thing going on. I have no idea. Probably isn't, obviously not on the level of those movies, but still interesting pickup. And another High Octane. Between High Octane and Uncorked, it was a very popular way for those two indie companies. And then I picked up the Paranormal Collection, 9 features. This was a Walmart exclusive. Echo Bridge produced. Whole compilated disc clocks in it somewhere just shy of 820 minutes. There are some color and black and white titles in here. You get such titles as Forever Mine, Little Shop of Horrors, Memory, Jekyll and Hyde, The Legend of Sorrow Creek, Seven Nights of Darkness, Empty Rooms. I think I've seen Empty Rooms. Descendant, 976 Evil 2. It's too bad I didn't have 976 Evil 1. I really liked the first one. The second one's not bad, but I don't know. The casting is so much better in part 1, and then we get Robert Englund in the first one. I don't think he was in the sequel, if I remember correctly. And then we got Evil, who played in Fright Night, the character. I can't remember the actor who played him, but he was in the first one. I don't think we get him in part 2 anymore. I don't know, just a lot of, and I want to say Craig Sheffer was in the first 976 Evil 1, but I don't know if he's in 2. I don't. Or somebody that looks like him, I'm not sure. But either way, 976 Evil 2 is from Cinedigm Films, very popular indie company back in the like late 80s, early 90s. I don't know if they're still a thing, but Cinedigm Films was a very popular company. I used to rent a lot of stuff at the, at the video stores and stuff from them. And that's the 9-feature Paranormal Collection. Look at the back. You can tell it's an Echo Bridge just the way, the way they have it listed on the back. And then I did end up getting Mother Krampus, even though I'd already gotten it. I didn't even realize it. Naughty List Just Got Deadly. It's a Cinedigm title. 5.1 Dolby Digital, 94 minutes. From 2017. Directed by Jamie Klaus. Based on the myth of Frau Perchta, a witch that comes on the 12 days of Christmas, taking children each night. If I remember right, it's children that are bad. If they make the naughty list, more or less, Mother Krampus comes and takes them in the night. It's quite a ploy to get kids to be good then if this was real, because I'm pretty sure kids, if they thought Mother Krampus was coming for them, they'd be quite good. I think I've seen this, but I don't really remember much about it. Probably have to go back and revisit it again. And then we're going to go to a more serious note here. Pretty much. Not much horror, but I do have a lot of horror early on in this video. And then I got a film called Steve Jobs, A Lost Interview. Or did I say Jobs or Jobs? I meant Jobs. I said Jobs. Thought to be lost, a probing interview with the brilliant and charismatic visionary uncovered after 17 years. That's a Magnolia Pictures release. 72 minutes on this one, so if this is up your alley and you're watching it, it will fly by somewhat. It's at 72 minutes in length, so it's really not, going to be real grueling to get through, even if it isn't, that interesting or whatever. Maybe it's really good. I have no idea. You can go to magpictures.com/Steve Jobs, The Lost Interview. It's from 2012, 178 by 1. And 2.0 Dolby Digital. Has quite a bit of special features on here. Basically, it's a candid and in-depth interview with a late visionary that was filmed in 1995. Basically discusses in length his early days, his career battles, and the vision for the future. Says small portions of the piece were used for a television series at the time, but the vast majority was shelved and for 17 years thought to be lost. Apparently, it resurfaced and is being presented in its entirety, providing a fascinating look at Jobs. Particularly interesting moment in his career, 2 years before he would go on to retake control of Apple. That's Steve Jobs. And then I picked up this History Channel movie. Well, I don't know if it's a movie or a documentary. Human Weapon, Military Combat. And it's quite stout. It's kind of on a solid, it's kind of like heavy. Los Angeles Times highly approves of this. It says it's 94 minutes. I just feel like it's like a 2-discer or something. I don't know. Just something about it. I want to find out. Sorry if it brings down the video a little bit in length, or adds to it, I should say. Sometimes people don't, like unboxing and stuff, like in video. Sometimes people love it. It's just going to bother me if I don't look. And I know I never gotten this before. I like these military ones sometimes. They're interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oop, sticker. I'm sorry. Did not even see that magnetic sticker up here. Wonder if any of you guys found this anywhere in your waves. I know I did. And this particular, it was just a random stop. We went the other day because we had to take my daughter to meet her new boyfriend that lives in a really big city. We decided to stop to one, and I said, heck with it, I'm already out, I might better grab it. I don't think I've ever gotten this one before. I only came away with, like, I think 4 titles, I believe, that day. It was kind of a bust, but I made up for it by going to Dollar General. That'll be in a future video coming up on the channel. Just I don't know when I'm going to get to it if we move. Some of my hauls are going to have to wait maybe by the time I get to shooting them. Because I want to go back to doing reviews. And I want to get my reviews all done before I move. Then I can have my new address for my reviews sent to my new place. Then I don't have to, monkey around and man, that was being a pain. I'm sorry. Okay, it's a one. No, actually, I think it's a 2-discer. Actually, I think it might be 1. It's just really. Actually, it's 1. It felt like 2. Oh, okay, that's why it's heavy. Okay, it's just a 1-discer. I didn't show you. 1-discer. The reason why it was so heavy, and I'll show you here in a sec, is because of this really decently thick book right here. That's stuff from JFK, Teddy Roosevelt, Washington, Ronald Reagan, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a bunch of stuff on Conquest of America, Civil Rights, Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, stuff on the history of Britain, the Sahara, Russia, Spanish-American War, the Conquerors, the French Revolution, the last days of World War II, and so on, and the world at war in general. Wow, there's some really nice sets in here. This Civil War one looks really cool. It has a 24-page booklet, 6 DVDs. Yeah, and it's got... Yeah, that one looks really cool. It's, like I said, it's got 6 DVDs on that. History Channel presents the Civil War. It might be something I might want to look into. I like a, multi-disc set, especially stuff like that, because the Civil War was a very chaotic but interesting time as well. 4 DVD set there, 4 DVD set there, and most of the ones on this page are 4 DVD set, and you even get a mail call, the best of season 1 with R. Lee Ermey, who is a real life drill sergeant. I played in Full Metal Jacket, and amongst other films. But you get a pretty decently sized booklet in that Human Weapon History Channel release, and I'm sure it cost a heck of a lot more than $1 when it came out. Being History Channel, it's probably somewhere in the vicinity of like $20. So back to the movies, and I'm sorry that probably took about 5 minutes longer than it should have, but finally the last of the DVDs here. Death Race 2 unrated. Includes 2 versions, rated R, or rated and unrated. I did see part 3 at Big Lots of Blu-ray as well. I almost grabbed it, but I don't like to mix and match my formats for my season. Not seasons, but like series, if you will. I don't like to do that. A little hard to make out the back. I'm not really going to read anything on the back because it's just so dark. Okay, wait. 178 by 1. Unrated, 1 hour 41 minutes. And the rated is 1 hour and 39 minutes. But it's rated R, and it's from Universal. Dual layer. You can go to deathrace2movie.com and universalstudiosentertainment.com to find out more on this title. Anamorphic widescreen. Does come available in English and Spanish subtitles, and English and French Dolby Digital 5.1. That's Death Race 2. I'm trying to see if there's a... I think it says it's directed by Roel Rhine. It's Death Race 2 unrated. And then you can watch it rated if you prefer. But if I know my movie lover out there, they probably want to watch the unrated a little more than the rated one. See what they're missing out on. That's Death Race 2. And then I got 3 more Blu-ray here, and then that's it. And then I got a Blu-ray plus DVD combo pack of Canine World Cup, Sean Astin, Sandra Pena, and the voices of Major League Soccer stars. Includes Spanish and English versions in this. So I'm assuming this was actually a Spanish movie, and then maybe it got the English, not like, I don't know if you call it dub, or like they redid the sound and put American voices in here. Underdog story about soccer, winning, and teamwork. Okay, and then on the back it says Plutarco Haza, Raul Areza, Pierre Angelo, Manuel Loca Valdez, Fernando, I can't see because of the sticker, and Jorge Campos, and Mate Peroni. It doesn't really have a description or anything like that. Basically, though, I guess it's just a soccer animated movie for with a bunch of dogs as the characters. But I think I did watch this. It's actually quite entertaining. Wasn't really expecting a lot, and I really come away liking it. Pretty fun little animated film. I mean, I don't expect Pixar by any means, but if you watch movies such as Rock Dog, um, stuff like Norma the North, the animation kind of like in that vein, kind of like you can tell it's kind of on a shoestring, but yet the story's entertaining enough to, not hate on it or anything like that. Plus, you get Sean Astin here as a voiceover. He has, to me, he has a pretty good, solid voice for voiceover work. So, pretty good pickup, I think. And then I got a Blu-ray plus DVD combo pack of Rampage, Capital Punishment. No Crime Goes Unpunished. It's from Phase 4 Films, not rated. 16 by 9. And it is two from Amok 2 Productions. 2014 on this one. It says it's all been phase4films.com you can go to on this one. 93 minutes. Widescreen presented and color presented as well, obviously. And I believe this is a Canadian-based or filmed movie as well. It does have the Canadian insignia on the back here. It was directed by Hugh Boll, a very infamous director. I will say I do like his stuff. I know a lot of people don't. I think mine's like a cult following of his. For everybody that doesn't like him, I like pretty much everything he's ever done. I like his, I don't know, I just like his grittiness of his movies. I know some people say it's horrible, but he's persevered and keeps making movies, so I know some people say he has a bit of an attitude. I don't know. I'm not going to judge, interviews and all that kind of stuff, but that's Rampage. And then finally, Magnet releasing here. Crime Never Sleeps, but Justice Never Dies. I know I have gotten this with a slipcover in DVD form, but I seen this just randomly set in the front of the store, at the store we went to the other day. It's called Officer Down. If you thought Deadpool was sick, you ain't seen nothing yet, says the LA Daily News. It's rated R. 2016, approximately 90 minutes. 5.1 master audio. 16 by 9 and a 240 by 1 aspect ratio. Let's see. Directed by Sean Crahan. It has behind the scenes interview with actor Kim Coates and theatrical trailer. Take a ride along in a hyper-real Los Angeles for the story of a savage LA policeman who was repeatedly resurrected and returned to active duty through dark science technology. When a rookie officer is recruited as backup, he discovers there's much more to the reputed super cop than a mindless law enforcement drone warring against a twisted rogue gallery of over-the-top supervillains from the graphic novel by Joe Casey and Chris Burnham. Oh, and I think I have heard of this. I heard this is really, really, really good. It's what I think it is. It does star Kim Coates, Tyler Ross, Lauren Luna Velez, Sona Iembi, Ellison Lohman, and Meadow Williams. Yeah, I think I've heard good things about this one, Officer Down. I don't know if he can't really be killed or easily due to this science, this dark science technology. I don't know if it's instilled in this officer. He's kind of like a not really maniac cop, but a different form of a maniac cop, kind of science induced, if you will, as opposed to where maniac cop basically is just a psycho, really can't be killed. And I'm sure if it's anything like Maniac Cop or even anything in that tone, this is going to be really cool. And this has got an embossed, I don't know if you can see it there too good. Yeah, you can kind of see what it what it looks like there. See, like the creases. I think that's really cool. I had to pick it up for the slip, and I'm pretty sure I never got it on Blu-ray either. But that's my haul for this morning, and this is a part 4 in the July wave. And I think I got about another video, and that one's going to be probably a really long one because I think I'm going to try and wrap them up. Because at this point, being a part 4 and everything's pretty much out of the stores, I want to kind of wrap up the Dollar Tree. It might be a really big video next time. I mean, I could do 2 more, but I don't want to. I don't know what's going to go on at this point because I don't want to drag them out for too long because the Dollar Tree waves are kind of tough to sit through because they can be kind of grueling in terms of viewership and stuff because, everything that's out there has been probably seen. But that's part 4 of my video for this Saturday. Please share, like, and subscribe. I've had some incredible viewership in the 3 videos prior. Third one's not quite as high, but I expect that. I feel like the viewership kind of trickulates a little bit down with each video because, everybody's got a lot of videos out there, and then there's, the competition of what, bigger channels, obviously are going to get the more views and stuff, but I'm really happy with the viewership as of late. If I keep doing as well as I've been doing, it might be a record viewership for this wave. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again, guys, and happy hunting, and hopefully you can find some more titles before the July wave is officially dead. Who knows, maybe you'll find a store that's never been picked over, because I've had that happen before. But take care, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.